Today we are going to be focusing on sustainable campus. Brilliant. I got in touch with an organization that's right now in Mexico for the COP16 climate conference. And then they want me to do something in my community, some kind of activity that could spread the word about climate change. So I decided to do a discussion. Before the activity, I'm going to give all of you a compass. And it is a compass, not a 2-ply fake toy. Sure? It is a compass. And I hope it will work today. But this is a compass. Who here knows what N stands for? You all know, which is?
Nature.
And it's, yes, and it's nature. Then we have SOS, which is?
Society.
Society. Then we have E.
Economy.
And we have W.
Well-being.
Well-being. And that creates this. So North, nature, South, society, East, economy, West, and well-being creates the sustainable compass. Everyone's ready?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to talk about this cup. This is not a paper cup. I have to make this clear. This is a cup made out of food waste. But you can't eat this. It's food waste. No, not those food waste.
Like if you have corn, then nothing inside.
That is makes this. So you can recycle this very easily. You put it on the ground. About today it is dissolved. So this is very eco-friendly and it's much stronger than paper cup. About same price. I suggest you all buy this.
In Chinese school, they should also teach about the sustainability development, so the young people can learn, and maybe if they're interested in that, maybe they can also look for professors who learn about who solve the problems.
Yeah. So education.
I think people in China don't recycle. They're
And that's what we should use, we should have recycling bags.
Recycle bag, bins.
all over.
Yes, more
we
ideas.
could make
We're
some
getting there.
campaigns, or you could go around Chinese schools and educate them.
Yes, education.
I think the government should make a law for people to recycle.
Right now, China is taking a lot of actions on solving climate change.
But it would be easier to just let the government know than teaching 13 million people.
So you have to start from the small things. We can just jump into the government. The researches on alternative energy are already.
To make the solar panel takes a lot of energy, so it has to take more than a year to get that energy back.
LED lights.
4 kilowatts, and a normal light bulb.
Just like a normal light bulb.
A normal light bulb, it uses 40 kilowatts.
It's expensive.
Yeah, but it's still useful.
Yeah, but that's when we need.
After 14 months, you get the same money back.
Yeah. That's when we need the public to know.
Yes.
This money, they spend this money
it is really
for something. They're not just spending money; they get money back too.
I think in the new school they have LED lights.
No, I was just thinking that I want to pick up on some of the things that you said earlier, and one of the things was you emphasised the importance of the individual, and I think if you want to think about that, then perhaps we as individuals need to think, well, what we can do to make a difference. Now, a lot of your parents, your fathers, mothers, they work at big international companies. Now, one thing that I've often noticed as I'm driving through China, particularly the cities, often at night, is 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, there's lights on everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
all these office blocks. So if you wanted to start talking at a political level, you could even start lobbying perhaps for those big office blocks. Even that could be a good start, to start questioning how much lighting do we need just for decoration. And if all of us, and I think you mentioned it too somewhere, start with small steps. It's great asking politicians these great big questions, but in some ways what we can do as individuals, taking little small steps, starting with the people at this school, I think could have probably more of an impact in the short term. I think what you've done today is great. I mean, I teach you, so I know that Lawrence just doesn't talk about this stuff. He's really passionate about it, and he's also someone who genuinely takes action. You know, if he wants to know more about something, he'll just go straight to the source. And because of that, he's been to Al Gore's conferences, you've been to UNICEF get-together, you've been to all sorts of things. And he's someone who really is trying to make a difference. And he's someone who's not just sitting around talking about it and then thinking about something else the following day. He does really follow through. So I think, Lawrence, there's potential for this group to perhaps get together and start to implement some of the things that you've been talking about.